Emotion cannot be suppressed. Emotion is energy, and it has to find a place to express itself. All energy finds a way to express itself. Some people say that emotion gets stored in the body, but that is an aspect of expression, right? It's a way that the emotion expresses itself. But more often than not, we find ourselves as empaths, as healers, as shaman and telepaths in these partnerships and relationships, sometimes with friends, where we pair with someone that doesn't willingly express their emotions, right? Doesn't willingly maybe have the capacity even to know how to express their emotions, and or somebody that just needs more time to process and then kind of create a more strategic plan on how to express themselves. Whereas those of us who are channels and mediums, we feel, express, right? Feel, express, feel, express. So the issue that we find with that in our relationships is that sometimes we feel like the more that our partner suppresses their emotions, the more that we're expressing, and there's a reason for that. Because you're a channel, right? So let's say that there's two volcanoes right next to each other, and they're both connected at the root. If pressure builds up in one of the volcanoes, but there's no outlet for the volcano, the energy of the volcano is going to shift into the other connected root, and the secondary volcano is going to explode. But it's not just going to explode with the energy of that volcano. It's going to explode with the energy of both combined. We talked about this before around unexpressive parents with the older generation that didn't find it as easy to express their emotions, and why their children were quote unquote over emotional or over expressive or throwing tantrums because of the inability or unwillingness or feeling of insecurity and unsafety of the parent to express. So somebody, because we're all connected at the root, had to be the outlet for that energy to express itself. If you find yourself in a heated argument, the more that that person emotionally shuts down, the more that you're like, ah! That's one aspect of that, right? But the other aspect is what I want to focus on today. We're also channels for the feeling and expression of love and passion. And so for those of us who are in similar type of relationship where we're paired and partnered with people that are actively suppressing that energy, it can feel like a cat and mouse game. It could feel really frustrating. And it could feel like we're always, as empaths and healers and telepaths, it could feel like we're always chasing this equilibrium or reciprocation of our love and passion expression. So this cat and mouse game, we actually can overcome, and we can come into awareness of how we kind of show up in the world as empaths and mediums, so that we can get what we're wanting. Say that you're super, super passionate about someone, and this doesn't have to be in just the dating stages. This can be in the context of even a long-term relationship where you feel so overwhelmed and overflowing with love. Think back to that volcano, that you're going to explode if you don't express yourself. And it's so bizarre because you feel the passion and you feel the love from this person, and so you're just so confused as to why they're not expressing it. And here you are over communicating your love and passion to some judgment. So what that looks like is you're writing poems to this person, you're writing songs to this person, you just feel like, there's just like so much love and passion, I can't keep it all in. And then you're wondering why this person doesn't express that they feel the same way, and why are they even denying that they feel the same way? Well, you're also channeling their unexpressed passion and love. And here's how you know for sure that that's the case. Because when you tame it down, when you get to that final breaking point where you're like, fuck it, I'm not expressing my love and passion anymore, what happens? All of a sudden, little by little, they start expressing their passion and love towards you. And maybe that doesn't look like a verbal expression. Maybe that looks like they fuck the shit out of you. But It's to the point where you feel an expression of their love that you hadn't felt before when you were so actively being the medium or the channel or the outlet to their passion and their love. They just need more time. But if every time that energy of passion and love builds up for them and you automatically express it for them, then there's literally no buildup and need for them to express, because the buildup is necessary for the expression outwardly. Not the feeling, but the expression. So if you're craving that expression from your loved one, stop looking at yourself like a victim, right? Like, stop looking at yourself like, great, now I have to suppress my own love to even feel this expression from my partner or my friend or my parents. Because you're not suppressing your own love. You're expressing your own love. You're actually actively choosing not to be a channel for their love, to give them space and time to acknowledge, process, and eventually express their love and adoration for you. So now you can look back at all those relationships where you felt like it was a fucked up cat and mouse game, where you felt like they just need me to play hard to get, and then I feel emotionally suppressed. I feel like I can't express myself. It has nothing to do with you suppressing your own love and expression. It has to do with you going, 50% of this is not mine. And it's not mine to express. Here's another flip side to that. At some point, we have to question our need for others to outwardly express their love and devotion to us. Because if we're already feeling that, doesn't that mean something? So if you get to that point of expressing the 50% of the love that you feel that you're wanting to direct towards your loved one, instead of sitting in the expectation that your loved one express their feelings towards you, instead of standing outside of your power, step into your power and channel that excess love and passion back into yourself. Just remember that when you energetically sense that buildup and that pressure to need to express, that you can begin to cultivate a feeling of comfortability in the uncomfortability. That more than likely, you're actually sensing your friend, your loved one, your partner's uncomfortableness in having that pressure. That's why you're wanting to release it, because you can sense their uncomfortability. But let them sit in the uncomfortable. Unfortunately, because we're empaths, we also have to sit in it with them. But you can do the other ritual. I'm going to put the other video up right here, and how to lessen the depth of the emotion that you sense as an empath, so that you can still know what it is without having to feel the depth of it. Out of this whole video, what I'm wanting empaths and shaman and telepaths to really own with a sense of empowerment is you can have what you're wanting. You can be in a partnership, a relationship, a friendship where you feel emotionally reciprocated. But you have to stop thinking of it in order to be accepted and feel reciprocated, I have to suppress my emotion. I want you to start thinking about it as, when I get to the point of 50% expression, I'm going to no longer enable my partner to not express. I'm going to no longer take away the gift of full expression from my partner by expressing for both of us. I'm loving you, you're amazing, and you're doing so great at life. Mwah.